Hello class, happy week 5. Can you believe it? We are 1/3 of the way done with our class. So 66.7% left to go. Anywho, so really proud of you folks. You're doing very, very, very well. I hope you're in agreement that it's not too hard, and if you just muscle through this, you're gonna do fine. So anywho, this last quiz for our assignment, pretty good, pretty darn good. Saw a lot of 90s and 100s on there, so that's very good to see, and pretty consistent within your attempts as well. So anywho, this week on tap we're still in the normal distribution, and remember, when you think of the normal distribution, we're thinking about standard deviations. And with respect to this week's assignment, the Z table is what's of interest. Hint, hint. And since we're talking about standard deviations, we're going to get into a concept called confidence intervals, if you've never heard of that. And what a confidence interval is, typically it's the number of standard deviation units below and above the mean a particular value is for your data. So, and last week we talked about, the number of standard deviations being plus or minus 1 or 2 or 3 standard deviations according to the normal distribution. We're talking about the confidence interval for a mean. Okay, so if you calculate the mean or average of a score, and you're particularly interested in if if you want to be 95% certain of the population that you're working within, that your mean falls in between a particular range, that's your confidence interval, okay? And that's typically dependent on various distributions, but for this week we're talking about the t-table, okay? And if you recall back actually to the very first Excel assignment where I showed you how to run the descriptive statistics, and you scroll down in the data analysis tool back to the summary statistics, there's a check box at the very bottom, okay, and it says confidence interval. Okay, all you need to do to calculate the confidence interval for the mean is, if you have a column of data and you're going to run those summary statistics, you check the box in the data analysis toolpack that says confidence interval, okay? And what that is going to do is, when you get that output, which you get after clicking OK, it's going to be a line item at the bottom, and it's going to give you a value. And what that value is, okay, that's the number that you either subtract from the mean or add to the mean to get the confidence interval. So for example, let's say your mean is 50 and you have a confidence interval value that is 10. So subtract that, you have 40, add it, you have 60. Your confidence interval range is 40 to 60. So more often than not, you're going to be asked questions on this assignment. Is a particular value within your confidence interval? Is there evidence to suggest that, say, for example, a value as 300 is above the confidence interval range? Or is it below it? Or is it within it? That's where that concept comes into play. So again, data analysis toolpack, summary statistics, check the box of confidence interval, subtract it to get the lower limit, add it to the mean to get the upper limit. That's your confidence interval. Okay, so any questions, just ask. I hope you're all doing well. Haven't heard, well, it's been pretty much a drama-free course for most of you, so that's great. Like I said, I will be taking off for Thailand on July 2nd, which is a couple weeks away. And I'll let you know as I get closer, but I should be fine because I believe there is internet in Phuket. So just letting you know. And again, if you have any issues, things going on, medical stuff that life tends to bring us, just let me know and I'll work with you. So okay, let's have a great week, and let's get to work.